The origin and evolution of religion. The discussion of religion can be heated and confusing. This discussion will be neither. Instead, it will be a scientific view of a theological phenomenon, and will discuss whether we are predisposed to believe in religion or have evolved to this belief. There are three types of theology, starting with polytheism, pantheism, and monotheism. Going deeper into the psychology of belief, there are three types of belief as well: substantive, functional, and methodical atheist. Moreover, this discussion will explore whether religion is a sacred practice or a neural function. There is also a difference between magic and religion. The evolution of each strand has led to many convoluted beliefs. The origins of any form of religion have their beginnings in the Paleolithic era, also known as the Stone Age, that began 2.5 million years ago and ended 20,000 years ago. Cave art was a part of the emergence of religion during this time. Cave art may have been used to either commemorate a kill or used to summon the spirit of a potential kill. It was a semi-religious ritual painting experience. The further and more difficult the area painted correlated with the difficulty in the hunting of the animal. Malinowski believes religion originated from coping with death, while Burkett suggests that religion came from sacrificial ritual. Burkett also claims religion was created through biological patterns of actions, reactions, and feelings, active and elaborated through ritual practice and verbalized teachings. According to him, it is the creation of sense. The most important aspect in humans' beliefs in religion is the aspect of self-awareness and knowledge of death. Animals, besides chimps and elephants, do not possess this knowledge. As Newberg puts it, the neural system is similar in all creatures. The difference between the species lies in the complexity of the neural system rather than its function. In other words, the more complex the brain, the more likely to believe in the afterlife. According to certain sources, neurotheology is a neologism that describes the scientific study of the neural correlations of religious or spiritual beliefs and practices. In other words, how our brains process religion. There are two main streams of neurotheology, one being introduced in the 1970s and 1980s, and involved D'Aquila and Lachlan, amongst others. This stream related neuroscience to religious behaviour, such as rituals and religious experiences, by way of looking for the neuropsychological determinants. The second stream had its start in the 1980s. The focus lay more on the search for correlations between religious experiences and specific brain structures and functions. Daniel Dennett has compared the mind to a bag of tricks shaped by its drive to survive in a dangerous world. According to Dennett, our mind evolved certain systems such as a moral intuition generator and an inclination for storytelling, which then gave way to religion. There are three theisms humans hold belief in: polytheism, pantheism, and monotheism. Polytheism is the belief in many gods, such as Hinduism. Pantheism is the belief that every living thing contains a godlike essence. The closest approximations of a religion to this would be Buddhism or Druidism. The final theism is monotheism and is self-explanatory, belief in one God. Examples of this are the Abrahamic religions such as Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. Which type of belief is up to the individual to choose, but is usually instilled from birth by a ritual. According to Paul Copen, a 3-year worldwide research indicates children are intuitive theists. Apparently, we are wired to see purpose in the world and to believe in the afterlife. Our brains are hotwired to believe in something more than ourselves. There are three modes of explaining religion apart from the theisms. Substantive, which is independent in existence or function and is not its subordinate, for example, monotheism. Functional, this is what your religion does, for example, something that binds together a community or that which alleviates a person's fear of their mortality. And finally, methodical atheist. Berger states this as the imperative that all religious concepts and social institutions be considered human externalizations. Gods and devils are crafted from human ideational material. Totems were also a significant feature in the origins of religion. The concept of the sacred, also known as totemism, is an important factor both in primeval religion and modern religion. Totemism in the primeval time may have been to venerate a particularly dangerous animal that was traditionally hunted for food. This would give a twofold effect. One, it would give respect to the animal, and two, it would help with the hunt. In modern religion, totemism can be as simple as a cross on a chain. It is a symbolism of the totem that counts, not the size. There is a marked difference between the belief and practice of magic and religion. Magic follows distinct laws and will only work if practiced in a particular manner and time. For example, washing crystals in salt water on a full moon. Religion, however, is faith-based. This means the practitioner need only believe in the outcome for the practice to seem to work. For example, praying for a new job. While both seem similar in belief, they are different in practicality. The evolution of religion from the Stone Age to modern times can seem daunting. As Karl Marx puts it, religion is the opium of people, meaning it is a calming, sedative-like controlling force. Other scholars, such as Max Weber, have explained it as a collection of status groups that in turn give prestige and social cohesion. Freud explained religion as an illusion, an unconscious neurotic response to repression. In other words, civilized society demands we don't fulfill all our desires immediately. Instead, we repress them and use religion as a means of fulfilling those desires in the afterlife. Whiteman suggests we have an evolved need to reach out and embrace, to affirm that we are a necessary part of something that is greater than ourselves. So in conclusion, it would seem there is an argument for both sides. One for the evolution of belief and one for the neurological necessity of belief. The origin of religion suggests a neurological beginning. That is, as our brains developed in complexity, so did our belief system. In this case, there would be no other outcome than a belief in something greater than ourselves and a lean towards spirituality. The evolution of belief is more along the lines of self-awareness and knowing our own mortality. Perhaps the truth is a mixture of both. Without the neurological component being developed to such an extent, we may never have had the self-awareness to realise our lives are finite, thus giving way to the thoughts of what happens to us after death.